Confrontation is a moment where many minds lose balance. A single question, a glance, or a disagreement can unsettle those who are not prepared. This is natural. The difference lies in how you respond. Control is not about raising your voice or proving your point. Control comes from the calm and steady center within. Once these principles are applied, no situation, no challenge, and no disagreement will make your mind waver. You will meet pressure with calm authority, like a steady presence in the midst of a storm. Number 1, the first principle is mastering internal calm. Many people react because their minds are unsettled. Emotions like fear or frustration push them into immediate action. Maintaining internal calm is your strength. By observing your emotions without reacting, you remain in control. When your mind is steady, others cannot influence you. This is your hidden honor. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I am calm and unshaken." Number 2, the second principle is controlling timing. Weak responses come from rushing to speak. Pausing strategically shifts power. Sun Tzu wrote, "Opportunities are created by the opponent's own movements. When you control timing, you control the flow." Delayed responses allow you to act with clarity, while the other person may reveal too much in their rush. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I act with deliberate timing." Number 3, the third principle is emotional balance. Confrontation is designed to provoke reaction. Respond with steady, controlled emotion. Neutrality or calm curiosity can redirect tension. This technique allows you to remain composed while others expend energy. Robert Greene emphasized that exposing weakness gives others influence. Maintaining calm prevents that. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I remain composed under pressure." Number 4, the fourth principle is minimal speech. Excessive explanation can reveal uncertainty. Words are signals, and the more you speak, the more can be interpreted. Speak only when necessary, with clarity and purpose. This creates presence without revealing your inner state. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "My words are precise and purposeful." Number 5, the fifth principle is detachment from outcome. Fear of results drives most reactions. Detachment removes pressure and preserves calm. Sun Tzu highlighted knowing when to act and when to remain still. Being unattached allows you to respond strategically rather than impulsively. Sometimes the strongest move is silence. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I act without attachment to results." Number 6, the sixth principle is observing rather than absorbing. In confrontation, many feel judged. Reverse the perspective, observe the situation, analyze motives, and maintain distance. Machiavelli noted that authority is perceived, not inherent. Observation without absorption creates control. Calm observation builds dominance without aggression. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I observe with clarity." Number 7, the seventh principle is measured opacity. Revealing intentions or emotions can reduce leverage. Keeping some aspects hidden maintains strength. Ambiguity in moderation encourages others to act cautiously, revealing their approach. Machiavelli advised concealment to maintain influence. This principle is subtle but powerful. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I remain strategically unreadable." These 7 principles form the foundation of a steady presence. Internal calm, controlled timing, emotional balance, precise speech, detachment, clear observation, and measured opacity are not tricks. They are structures that make you resilient. Confrontation becomes something you manage rather than something that overwhelms you. In the next part, we will explore advanced strategies that include posture, strategic silence, and methods to maintain psychological strength in all interactions. At an advanced level, confrontation is no longer merely an event, it is a measure of your internal structure. Most people react because they are caught in the moment, trying to defend, explain, or convince. The unshaken individual understands that true strength lies in remaining steady, regardless of the situation. Power is silent. It exists in presence, in control, and in the ability to remain unshaken while others escalate. In this section, we explore deeper principles that allow you to navigate and dominate confrontations without aggression or harsh words. Number 8. The 8th principle is strategic neutrality. Body language and facial expressions communicate more than words. Many people unknowingly reveal tension, discomfort, or surprise. Sun Tzu said that appearing weak or strong can be strategic, depending on context. Maintaining a neutral and relaxed posture, steady breathing, and calm eye contact creates stability. It prevents the other person from reading your internal state. Your presence alone becomes a stabilizing force in the interaction. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I project calm and neutrality." Number 9. The 9th principle is controlled acknowledgement. Not every comment or remark requires response. Often, confrontation includes statements meant to provoke or test. Robert Greene noted that responding to every stimulus gives away influence. By selectively acknowledging only what matters, you maintain control of the conversation and the perception of authority. Ignoring minor provocations increases your leverage, while reacting to them diminishes it. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I respond only when necessary." Number 10. The 10th principle is frame control. Every interaction carries an implicit narrative or frame. Many people react within the frame the other person sets, accepting their assumptions. Elevating your perspective means controlling the frame or refusing false premises entirely. Machiavelli observed that perception defines authority. When you define or shift the frame, you influence how the conversation unfolds. The other person is forced to adjust to your terms, not the other way around. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I define the frame." Number 11. The 11th principle is measured silence. Silence is not empty, it carries weight. Most individuals rush to fill pauses with words, revealing uncertainty or anxiety. Sun Tzu highlighted the value of restraint. Pausing before responding gives you clarity, allows others to reveal more than intended, and signals confidence. Silence becomes a tool to guide interactions without force. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "My silence is purposeful and strong." Number 12. The 12th principle is emotional asymmetry. Escalation occurs when people mirror each other's intensity. Anger meets anger, stress meets stress. By remaining calm while others escalate, you create imbalance. This asymmetry subtly communicates control, forcing others to expend energy while you remain stable. It also prevents unnecessary tension and maintains your internal focus. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I maintain calm when others escalate." Number 13. The 13th principle is strategic exit. Not every confrontation requires a complete resolution. Leaving interactions on your terms preserves authority and prevents prolonged conflict. Sun Tzu said that victory comes from knowing when to engage and when to step back. Exiting strategically demonstrates control and prevents unnecessary emotional expenditure. Others remember your calm departure more than any verbal victory. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, "I leave when it strengthens my position." Number 14. The 14th principle is post-confrontation discipline. The real challenge is mental, replaying events, imagining arguments, or dwelling on outcomes. Machiavelli emphasized decisive action. After a confrontation, observe, extract lessons, and then release it. Mental closure ensures energy remains intact and prevents others from occupying your thoughts. Discipline after the moment is as important as control during it. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments. I release events and preserve my focus. By integrating these principles, confrontation becomes manageable and even predictable. Neutrality, selective acknowledgement, frame control, purposeful silence, emotional asymmetry, strategic exits, and post-event discipline turn interactions from potential stress into opportunities for stability and authority. The unshaken individual is no longer reacting. They are guiding, positioning, and preserving presence. In the next section, we will explore the final principles, how reputation and subtle presence reinforce control, how strategic stillness becomes an unspoken signal of authority, and how internal structure ensures enduring composure in all situations. At the highest level, confrontation is not about winning a single argument or proving a point. It is about creating a state where external events cannot disrupt your internal stability. Most people react because they allow others to influence their emotions or perception. The unshaken individual prepares in advance, projects calm authority, and maintains control even before the interaction begins. This final set of principles ensures that your presence alone communicates strength and reduces the likelihood of unnecessary conflict. Number 15. The 15th principle is reputational influence. People approach confrontation based on what they perceive about you before a single word is spoken. Machiavelli said that appearances often weigh more than reality. Consistently managing your reactions, maintaining calm, and demonstrating self-control builds a reputation of steadiness. Over time, others hesitate to challenge someone known for composure. This creates a preventive layer of authority. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments. My reputation guides interactions. Number 16. The 16th principle is stillness as authority. Movement signals internal agitation. By remaining physically composed, steady posture, controlled gestures, calm breathing, you convey certainty and control. Sun Tzu highlighted the power of restraint. Stillness contrasts with external chaos and subtly communicates superiority. Observers and opponents feel the difference, often adjusting their behavior unconsciously. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments. My stillness commands presence. Number 17. The 17th principle is elevated perspective. Most people engage horizontally, treating interactions as equal struggles. Elevation means speaking, acting, and responding from a position of detached authority. Machiavelli advised that command comes from perception and strategic positioning, not volume or aggression. By maintaining an elevated mindset, your words carry weight and others are more likely to align without force. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments. I respond from a position of authority. Number 18. The 18th principle is non-reactivity to minor provocations. Insults, challenges, or petty disagreements are often tests. Responding emotionally gives away influence. Robert Greene emphasized that controlled responses maintain leverage. By not reacting unnecessarily, you preserve your energy and prevent others from exerting control over your mind. Silence or measured acknowledgement is far more powerful than immediate defense. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments. I remain unaffected by minor provocations. Number 19. The 19th principle is delayed action. Immediate responses satisfy emotion but can compromise strategy. Timing your actions allows clarity and preserves advantage. Machiavelli stated that calculated action ensures long-term influence. Delayed action also introduces unpredictability, compelling others to proceed cautiously. Strategic patience reinforces authority and maintains calm. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, I act with strategic patience. Number 20. The 20th principle is internal closure. External control is meaningless if the mind is unsettled. Sun Tzu emphasized forethought and preparation. After any confrontation, process what is necessary, learn the lesson, and mentally close the interaction. Avoid replaying events or seeking validation. Internal closure preserves energy, focus, and composure for future situations. This is where true, unshakable strength resides. If this principle is understood, drop the affirmation in the comments, my mind is calm and complete. By mastering these final principles, confrontation no longer dictates your emotional state. Your presence alone communicates calm authority. Silence becomes a tool, stillness signals stability, and reputation builds preventive power. With practice, interactions become predictable, controlled, and manageable. You no longer survive challenges, you navigate them effortlessly. The unshaken individual does not need to dominate through volume, anger, or force. Strength is conveyed through composure, structure, and consistency. Words, gestures, and reactions are measured. Every action is deliberate. When the mind and body are aligned, external challenges lose their power. Internal calm, strategic observation, measured speech, timing, and controlled detachment transform confrontation from a potential threat into an arena for authority. Ultimately, the path to remaining unshaken is not about changing others. It is about structuring yourself. Build calm, maintain control, act with awareness, and preserve internal stability. Once your structure is complete, no situation, challenge, or interaction can unsettle you. You become a presence that commands respect silently, effortlessly, and permanently.